In the last episode, we uncovered the forbidden story of the Nephilim, the half-angelic giants who walked the earth before the flood. But what if their destruction was not complete? What if their blood still flows in the veins of humanity today? From the pharaohs of Egypt to the kings of Europe, from secret societies to modern power elites, a mysterious lineage may link them all back to the Nephilim. This is the hidden history of the bloodline of the fallen ones. When the flood receded, Noah and his family began the world anew. But according to the book of Genesis 6, verse 4, a strange line appears. There were giants in those days, and also after that. How could that be? If the Nephilim were destroyed, how did they return after the flood? Ancient Hebrew scholars offered a chilling theory that one of the women who entered the ark, perhaps Noah's own daughter-in-law, carried the blood of the watchers in her veins. And thus, the Nephilim bloodline continued, hidden within the generations of man. As humanity spread across Mesopotamia and Africa, strange rulers appeared, men of unusual height, wisdom, and godlike presence. The Epic of Gilgamesh, one of Earth's oldest writings, describes the mighty king of Uruk as 2/3 divine and 1/3 human, a clear echo of the Nephilim hybrid nature. In Egypt, the earliest pharaohs were called the children of Ra, gods among men. Their massive tombs and pyramids seem designed not for mortals, but for beings of colossal stature. Even in the Bible, tribes like the Anakim, Emim, and Rephaim are said to descend from the Nephilim, giants who terrified Israel's scouts in Canaan. They cried out, "We were like grasshoppers in their sight." After centuries of war, the Nephilim descendants learned to blend in, their size diminishing, but their power preserved through careful interbreeding among elite families. Ancient monarchs claimed divine descent, the right to rule by blood. In Sumer, kings traced their lineage to the gods from the heavens. In Egypt, the pharaohs practiced sacred marriage, brother to sister, to keep their divine blood pure. In Europe, medieval rulers took the title Dei Gratia, by the grace of God. Coincidence? Or the hidden survival of an ancient celestial bloodline? Every culture tells of a serpent, not merely a snake, but a symbol of ancient knowledge and divine ancestry. From the serpent staffs of Egypt to the caduceus of Hermes to the royal dragon bloodlines of China and Wales, the serpent becomes the mark of wisdom, power, and forbidden heritage. Some historians believe this serpent symbol represents the DNA strand itself, the coiled helix of life. The old mystery schools of Babylon, Egypt, and Greece guarded this knowledge, passing it secretly through the ages, through the Templars, the Rosicrucians, and later Freemasonry. Their core belief? That certain bloodlines carry within them the spark of the divine, the blood of the Watchers. From the ancient world to the present, powerful families have guarded their lineage like sacred treasure. The Merovingian dynasty of France claimed descent from a sea creature, a symbolic hint at a divine or non-human ancestor. The British royal family traces its ancestry to King David, the biblical monarch who fought the descendants of giants. Even the House of Rothschild and other elite European lineages intermarried for centuries, ensuring the continuity of something ancient and unbroken. Could these families have preserved the Nephilim genetic thread not in size, but in intellect, ambition, and influence? Modern researchers link the Nephilim to extraterrestrial visitors, beings worshipped as gods in every ancient culture. The Anunnaki of Sumer, the Nomo of Mali's Dogon tribe, and the Shining Ones of Egypt all describe tall, radiant beings descending from the sky, bringing knowledge, architecture, and kingship. If these watchers were star beings, then the Nephilim bloodline might not be divine in a spiritual sense, but extraterrestrial in origin. And their descendants, rulers, innovators, and secret orders may still serve the ancient agenda of those from beyond the stars. Look closely at the world's most powerful people. Their family trees intertwine across continents. Presidents, monarchs, financiers, and even entertainment icons often share genetic links stretching back to medieval and ancient nobility. Coincidence? Or design? In the secret halls of power, ancient symbols still appear. The all-seeing eye, the winged sun, the pyramid. Reminders of an old order that has never truly fallen. Some call them the illuminated ones. But in the oldest language of all, they were called Nephilim. Prophecies in the Book of Daniel, the Dead Sea Scrolls, and the Book of Enoch all speak of a future time when the mingling of iron and clay, the divine and human, will happen again. Could this refer to genetic experimentation, hybridization, or transhumanism? Mankind's attempt to reclaim its divine origins. Scripture warns, "They shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another." It is said that in the end times, the ancient blood will rise again. When science opens the same forbidden door the Watchers once crossed. The story of the Nephilim is not finished. Their shadows walk through our myths, our bloodlines, and our ambitions. Perhaps they never left at all. Perhaps they simply changed form. And as mankind reaches once more for godhood, the line between heaven and earth grows thin again. Because history does not end. It repeats. As it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be again.